ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सगण ललिता शिविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पति गोपेश गोपिका कांद राधा कांद नमोस्तुते प्राप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी मोकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं योऽन्धः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसूक्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नां अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। जयदं सुरदो पंगोर्मम मंदमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पादाम्बुजो राधा मदन मोहन तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहृदावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपम् परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षि अक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्री कृष्णाय नमोस्तुते। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदारे कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter, 22nd verse onwards. Hare Krishna. नरदेवत्वमापन्ना सुरकार्या चिकीर्षया समुद्र निग्रहादीनि चक्रे वीर्याणि अतः परम्। नरदेवतमापन्ना सुरकार्या चिकीर्षया समुद्र निग्रहादीनि चक्रे वीर्याणि अतः परम्। मयूरी माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
नरदेवत्वम् आपन्नः सुरकार्य चिकीर्षया समुद्र निग्रहादीनि चक्रे वीर्याण्यतः परम्।
विवेक प्रभु ट्रांसलेशन please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In the 18th incarnation, the Lord appears as King Rama in order to perform some pleasing work for the demigods. He exhibited superhuman powers by controlling the Indian Ocean and then killing the atheist King Ravana, who was on the other side of the sea.
Very good. In the 18th incarnation, the Lord appeared as King Rama in order to perform some pleasing work for the demigods. He exhibited superhuman powers by controlling the Indian Ocean and then killing the atheist King Ravana, who was on the other side of the sea. We know the incarnation of Lord Ramchandra. Why he appeared? He also appeared to annihilate the demonic kings who were causing troubles, disturbance to the society. So Lord Rama killed Ravana, the king was regularly, constantly disturbing the people, and who went the other side of the sea. We know that is Sri Lanka or Colombo. He killed Ravana and all other Rakshasas, and all the people were happy. So we know that Ramaraja, everybody is speaking of Ramaraja because in Ramaraja, everybody is happy, all are happy. So we want Ramaraja, but at the present moment, people want Ramaraja without Ram. Okay. They don't want Ram, but they want Ramaraja. It is not possible. If Ram is there only, then Ramaraja will be. So we know the story of Lord Rama in Sri Valmiki Ramayana. Okay. Then Sant Tulasidas Ramayana. There are so many versions of Ramayana. Even in Indonesia, there is different Ramayana. So many 300 plus versions of Ramayana there. So Lord Rama's influence spread throughout this earthly planet. So he is there in Cambodia, he is there in Indonesia, he is in European countries, he is there in Asian countries, everywhere. His glories are sung. So Lord Ram appeared in Treta Yuga. So we have very elaborate description of Lord Ram's activities in Valmiki Ramayana. Because it is already a separate Shastra, Sukadeva Goswami has not elaborately given about Lord Ram's appearance in Srimad Bhagavatam. Only a brief description is given. So the 18th incarnation is Lord Rama. The personality of God at Sri Rama assumed the form of a human being and appeared on the earth for the purpose of doing some pleasing work for the demigods or the administrative personalities to maintain the order of the universe. So he incarnated just to please the demigods who are constantly being disturbed by the demons. So he came to set everything in order, to maintain the order of the universe. Sometimes great demons and atheists like Ravana and Hiranyakashipu and many others become very famous due to advancing material civilization by the help of material science and other activities with a spirit of challenging the established order of the Lord. For example, the attempt to fly to other planets by material means is a challenge to the established order. So all these demons, even there's a saying that Ravana wanted to make a staircase to the heaven. So their only intention is to enjoy materially, more and more enjoyment materially. They will not accept the authorities like Vishnu or Rama or Krishna. They want to enjoy materially. So heavenly planets like Indraloka is a place of full enjoyment. There they want to go and enjoy. Of course, so sometimes great demons and atheists like Ravana and Hiranyakashipu and many others become very famous due to advancing material civilization by the help of material science and other activities with the spirit of challenging the established order of the Lord. For example, the attempt to fly to other planets by material means is a challenge to the established order. For example, the attempt to fly to the other planets by material means. We know that in the recent times, so many countries are trying to go to the other planets by mechanical means. But is it possible to go there for all of us and make a settlement there? It's not possible. Because those places are not conducive for our habitation, for the human beings' habitation. There, the living beings are denizens. They have a different structure than us. It's not like they are human beings, but not on our platform. They are on higher platform. They're denizen, and their atmosphere, their living conditions are different than that of the earthly planet. So we can never go there, just like in this body. Even if the astronauts are going there, they are not going with this body, openly, with so much of what do you call, precautions they're taking, because the climate there is not suitable for us. If they go like the way we live here, they will not be able to sustain that. So that's why it said that by material means is a challenge to the established order. It's not possible. So people can go, the yogis can go, okay, by meditation. They can travel. It is said that air is fast, very fast. More than air is what is the speed of light? More than air is the speed of light. More than the speed of light is what?
Mind, Guruji, mind.
Prabhuji?
Mind.
What is that?
Mind, Guruji, mind.
Yeah, mind. Yeah,
Mind.
mind. Yes, it's mind. So even the yogis, those who are traveling in the speed of mind, cannot even see the toenail of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It said that the speed of light is 3 lakhs per second, 3 lakhs kilometer per second, So in 1 hour, that means in each minute there's 60 seconds, right? In 1 hour, how many minutes? 60 minutes. Just multiply 3 lakhs per second into, make it 1 hour. How much it will be? How much per day? How much per month? How much per year? So it is 5,000 light years, 10,000 light years, 100,000 light years. There are planets. So even if you travel at the speed of the light, you won't be able to reach the other planetary system within this universe. How it is possible for us to go mechanically into the spiritual realm, spiritual planets? It's not possible, isn't it? So that's why mechanically we cannot get out of the material universe. It is only by the mercy of the Supreme Lord that we can go. Just now we are seeing stars in the sky. How many light years far it is, we don't know. Maybe it is possible that many of the stars that we are seeing now, okay, is not existing anymore. It's not there. Only the light, because the light takes to travel and reach our planet from that place, it takes millions of light years. How is it possible? So by the time that light reaches here, millions of light years means that that star would have already gone astray. So mechanically, we may be able to go some few planets here and there nearby, but still there are many galaxies, stars, and planets that cannot be even fathomed by the human mind and human mechanical means. It's not possible. So some of the demons want to enjoy in the heavenly planets, but then it is not possible. With this body, it is not possible. So we can go there. Yogis can go there. They can travel in the speed of the mind. In Brahma Samhita, it is stated, Pantastu Kodi Sadavatsara Sampragamya. Pantastu Kodi. Kodi means crores. Crores of years it takes to reach other planets. Okay. So at the speed of the mind also, if you travel, you will not be able to reach the spiritual planet. You will not be able to see even the toenail of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, for example, the attempt to fly to other planets by material means is a challenge to the established order. The conditions of each and every planet are different. So, this is what we have to underline. The conditions of each and every planet are different, and different classes of human beings are accommodated there for particular purposes mentioned in the codes of the Lord. So, it is not suitable for every beings. So in the upper planetary system, the living beings are having a different structure than us. So it is not possible for us to go and settle, nor it is possible for other beings to settle down here. It's not conducive. So that's why this we have to understand very clearly. The conditions of each and every planet are different. Suppose we are put in water, will we be able to live? It's not conducive for our living. Aquatics, they can live in water. And the same aquatics, if they are put on land, they will be able to live now. Similarly, in different planets, different conditions are there. But puffed up by tiny success in material advancement, sometimes the godless materialists challenge the existence of God. So some people, because of the technological or material advancement, they say, no, there is no God. There is no God because they cannot perceive. With their intelligence, with their senses, they will not be able to perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is transcendental. Ravana was one of them. So he was also a sort of atheist. He did not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he wanted to deport ordinary men to the planet of Indra, even by material means, without consideration the necessary qualification. He wanted to send people to Indraloka without considering that they are not fit to live there. They are not fit to go there. He wanted a staircase to be built up, directly reaching the heavenly planet, so that people might not be required to undergo the routine of pious work necessary to enter that planet. People who are doing so much of sacrifice, ritualistic activities, when they are qualified, they will be able to get promotion to the higher planetary system with a conducive atmosphere, with a suitable body to live there, but not mechanically. But Ravana wanted, no, send these people as they are to the heavenly planets like that of Indra. He wanted a staircase, so he wanted to make a staircase. It was not possible. So without pious activities, without being promoted in the natural way, it is not possible to go to the high planetary system. So he also wanted to perform other acts against the established rule of the Lord. He even challenged the authority of Sri Rama, Personality of Godhead, and kidnapped his wife Siddha. So he challenged even Lord Rama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and kidnapped his consort, Siddha Mother. Of course, Lord Rama came to chastise this atheist, answering the prayer and desire of the demigods. So the purpose of Lord Ram's avatar was to annihilate this demonic, especially Ravana. Lord Rama came to chastise the atheists, answering the prayers and desires of the demigods. He therefore took up the challenge of Ravana, and the complete activity is the subject matter of the Ramayana. So we have a spiritual Grantha by name Ramayana. The original author is Valmiki. So in that, the complete Dihasa, history, or the activities of Lord Rama is there. Because Lord Ramchandra was the personality of Godhead, he exhibited superhuman activities which no human being, including the materially advanced Ravana, could perform. Lord Ramchandra prepared the royal road on the Indian Ocean with stones that floated on the water. So with the help of monkeys, he built a bridge on Indian Ocean to cross to Sri Lanka or Ceylon, where Ravana was there, to fight and kill him. The modern scientists have done research in the area of weightlessness, but it's not possible to bring in weightlessness anywhere and everywhere. They made bridges on the water with stones. Stones, when we put, it'll sink, it'll drown. But there, they wrote Lord Rama's name, and with the strength of Lord Rama's holy name, all the stones which otherwise sinks was floating, and they could make the bridge to reach the other side. But because weightlessness is the creation of the Lord, by which he can make the gigantic planets fly and float in the air, he made the stones even within this earth to be weightless, and prepared a stone bridge on the sea without any supporting pillar. That is the display of the power of God. So he exhibited superhuman activities, one of which is bridging this or manufacturing this bridge. Okay. He used so many stones, heavy stones, to make this bridge. It is not possible for us to make a bridge with stones on the water. Is it possible? It will sink. How is it possible? It is because Lord Rama's bridge with his power and with the power of his holy name. So all the monkeys wrote Lord Rama's name in the stone. So because of the power of his name, the stones did not sink. So they could construct a bridge from Indian Ocean, in the Indian Ocean from India to Sri Lanka. So this is the 18th incarnation. Text 23. Ekonavimse vimsati me Vrishneshu prapya janmani Ramakrishnau iti bhuvo Bhagavan aharat bharam. Ekonavimse vimsati me Vrishneshu prapya janmani Ramakrishnau iti bhuvo Bhagavan aharat bharam. Okay, Ji Vishnu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Egonavimse vimsitve Vrishneshu prapya janmani Ramakrishno vidi bhuvo Bhagavan ahara param. Bhagavan ahara param.
Okay. Okay. And Vivek Prabhu, translation.
In the 19th and 20th incarnations, the Lord advented himself as Lord Balarama and Lord Krishna in the family of Vrishni, the Jadu dynasty. And by so doing, he removed the burden of the world.
Okay. So in the 19th and 20th incarnations, the Lord advented himself as Lord Balarama and Lord Krishna in the family of Vrishni, the Yadu dynasty. And by so doing, he removed the burden of the world. So Lord Krishna appeared in which yuga? He appeared in which yuga?
Treta Yuga, Prabhuji.
No, Lord Krishna,
Dwapar.
Dwapar Yuga. Okay, so Balram and Krishna appeared in Dwapar Yuga towards the end of Dwapar Yuga. It's about 5,250 years before ago. Lord Krishna and Balrama appeared. So that is the 19th and 20th incarnations. Why did he come? In which family did he come? He came in Vrishni, Yadu dynasty. And for what? To remove the burden of the world. Again, there were so many Asuri kings, demonic kings. They were disturbing the society. It was a disturbance, total disturbance for the order. So they came to annihilate them and to give pleasure to the devotees. So that's the purpose of the advent of Lord Krishna and Balaram. So specific mention of the word Bhagavan in this text indicates that Balaram and Krishna are original forms of the Lord. Bhagavan Aharat Bharam. All others, they mention the name. Isn't it? Here, the word Bhagavan is mentioned. What is the meaning of Bhagavan? What is the meaning of Bhagavan? Forgot? Bhagavan. We told many times before also. What is the who gave the definition for this particular word Bhagavan? What's the meaning of Bhagavan? Bhagavan. What is Bhaga means? Opulences, Aishwarya. One who possesses. So the person who possesses all the Aishwaryas in full is called Bhagavan. So who possesses all Aishwaryas in 100%? Lord Krishna. That's why here, instead of mentioning their name, Vyasadeva mentioned Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, anybody remembers that sloka in the Vishnu Purana, or yes, Vishnu Purana, I think, or Padma Purana? The 6 opulences. Who possesses the 6 opulences in full is called Bhagavan. Parashara Muni, the father of Vyasadeva, gave the definition for Bhagavan. What is the sloka? Aishwaryasya samagrasya Viryasya yasasya sriya Jnana vairagyayosaiva Shannam Bhaga idinganam. Aishwaryasya samagrasya, incomplete, full, all the opulences. Virya means strength. Yashas means fame. Shri means beauty and wealth. Viryasya, Yashasya, Shriya. Jnana means knowledge. Vairagya means renunciation. These are the 6 opulences. Aishwaryasya, samagrasya, Virasya, Yashasya, Shriya, Jnana, Vairagyayosaiva, Shannam, 6. Bhaga opulences within Gana. So these 6 opulences in full, whoever has, he can be called Bhagavan. And who alone has this? Only Lord Krishna. All the 6 opulences, 100%. We too have these opulences, but in very, very minute degree. Very, very minute. Bhagavan is the proprietor of the entire creation, both spiritual and material. Isn't it? It belongs to the Supreme Lord. He is the controller. We are proprietor of 1, 2 BSK, 3 BSK, isn't it? Or 4 BSK, maximum a palace. Not more than. We don't possess more than that. You may have a village, your own. You may be the proprietor. You may control an office, but you are not controlling the planet. Not one planet, planets, not many planets, many universes. So Lord Krishna is the proprietor, controller, maintainer, and enjoyer of all the material and spiritual universes. That is his opulence. That is his wealth. And his strength is also like that. He controls everything with his strength. Okay? He is famous throughout the universes, both spiritual and material. God. Everybody knows God. People call him different names, but God, everyone knows. In the creation, all planets, everyone knows God. And knowledge. He has a complete knowledge of what's happening now, what happened in the past, what will happen in the future. Trikaratnya. He knows past, present, and future. What's happening in each and every corner of nook and corner of the creation. What's happening within us, what we are thinking, who we were, who we will be, who we are. Everything is known to him. So that is his knowledge. What is our knowledge? We don't even know what we were doing yesterday at this point of time. That is our knowledge. Isn't it? So, knowledge, strength, fame, then what? So, beauty. Okay? It's so beautiful. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. Okay. Millions of cupids put together also, they are not equivalent to the beauty of Krishna. All the cupids, they get attracted to Krishna. So beautiful. Tribhanga Lalita Shama Sundara. So beautiful. So who can compete him? Our beauty is skin deep, 1 millimeter. Our beauty is 1 millimeter deep. Why 1 millimeter deep? If we scratch our skin 1 millimeter, gone. Everybody is same. The difference you can see, only the top 1 millimeter skin portion. That makes a change. If you remove that 1 millimeter thickness from everybody's body, every one of us are the same. There's no difference. But Lord Krishna has a Sachidananda Rupa, Sachidananda body, which is full of knowledge, eternity, and bliss. Unlike us, ours is made up of Panchabhuta. Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, Kam. It is perishable. Okay. It will not stay forever youth. Lord Krishna's body is always youthful. Navayavanam, evergreen. Our beauty diminishes. Now you can see all the Miss World or Miss Universe or Miss India or Mr. India or Mr. Universe. Only once in a lifetime they'll get this title. So after that, next year, somebody else will take because their beauty is gone. And after that year, somebody else will take. Their beauty is gone. They are no more beautiful. But Lord Krishna is ever youthful and evergreen. Everybody is attracted to him. So that is beauty. Then in spite of having all these opulences in 100%, he has one more quality, that is renunciation, vairagya. He has all the qualities, 100%, but he's not attached to anything. He's totally detached. What about us? If you have little knowledge, or if you have little influence or power or strength or beauty, we shops like anything, we are puffed up. Who am I? I can get anything done. I have so much influence. I have so much money power, muscle power. I have so much knowledge. So little is enough, and we are puffed up. But here, Lord Krishna has all these opulences, 100%, but still is totally detached from all this. So that's why here Vyasadeva addressed him as Bhagavan, not to any other incarnation. So Bhagavan is the Supreme Personality of God in himself. So he came here again, he came personally. Okay. The Supreme Person, the original Supreme Person came personally. All others are his portions of the portions, portions of the portions of the portions, like that. Amsha Kala, like that. Not himself. He himself came only once. He comes only once in a day of Brahma. That is the time, in the Dwapara Yuga, towards the end, he came himself. The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself came. He did not send his plenary portions or incarnations. So that's why the speciality of Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram. Both are personality of Godhead. One is Godhead for receiving seva. One is Godhead for giving seva. Sevya Bhagavan and Sevak Bhagavan. Lord Krishna is Sevya Bhagavan who receives seva, and Lord Balarama is Sevak Bhagavan who gives seva. So that's both are personality of Godhead. There's no difference except in some complexion, some few details. Otherwise, both are same Supreme Personality of Godhead. One receives seva, one gives seva. The specific mention of the word Bhagavan in this text indicates that Balarama and Krishna are original forms of the Lord. Original. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda. Anadir. It's no beginning, beginningless. Adir, original. Okay. So he is the original. This will be further explained later. In the 10th canto, we'll have an elaborate discussion about Lord Krishna's appearance and his activities, his different pastimes. So Lord Krishna is not an incarnation of Purusha. He is not an incarnation. He is Supreme Lord himself, as we learned from the beginning of this chapter. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadi Yasya Da Idaradasthateshu Abhijñā Swaram. He Janmadi Asya. He is the creator, he is the maintainer, he is the annihilator. Janma, Adi Asya. Dharma means creation. Then he maintains, then he annihilates. So he is directly the original personality of Godhead, and Balrama is the first plenary manifestation of the Lord. So Supreme Lord is Krishna. The first expansion that comes from him is Lord Balrama. The first expansion. And is also Adi Guru. From Balram, then further expansion takes place. From Baldeva, the first phalanx of plenary expansion, Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna expands. Lord Sri Krishna is Vasudeva and Baldeva is Shankarshana. Okay. So, from Balram further expands Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Like that expansion, then their portions, then incarnation in this material world. So all Vishnu Tattvas. So this is in brief of Lord Krishna's and Balram's incarnation. The whole 10th canto is the activity, the birth, appearance, and activities of Lord Sri Ram, Lord Krishna and Balaram. So separate canto is given, allotted for that. Yes, there. So text. So any questions or any comments in this?
So from Baladeva the first, really this line is not very clear. From Baladeva the first, this planetary expansion, Vasudeva, Shankarshana.
Pradyumna, Aniruddha.
So
They expand, for different activities, different leelas. They also come down in the material world. So in the spiritual world, Lord Krishna, for his own enjoyment, he expands as Balram. From him, further expansion comes. That is Shankarshana, Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And again, from that Shankarshana comes Narayana, who is there in the Vaikuntha Loka, Narayana. And from him, again, the second phalanx, second Chaturvyuha comes. Again, is the same name, Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. And from that Shankarshana comes Mahavishnu. Or the other name for Mahavishnu is Karana Udagasai Vishnu. That Karna Udagasai Vishnu expands as Garbhodakasai Vishnu. That Garbhodakasai Vishnu expands further as Shirosai Vishnu, who is residing in each and every one of us, in each and every living entities, in each and every atom as Paramatma. So this is how the expansions, portions of the portions, like this it goes. So Lord Krishna exhibits completely all his opulences, whereas his incarnation, his portions exhibits whatever is required for that incarnation, whatever is required. Lord Narasimhadeva incarnated for a particular purpose. So he exhibited that only. He did not exhibit all other opulences. Lord, Varaha, he came for a particular purpose. So he exhibited that Leela only, that strength only. So all the incarnations, although they are all Vishnu Tattvas, they possess all the opulences, but they don't exhibit, except Krishna. Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. He comes with full his opulences, he comes as he is, and he exhibits everything. Whereas other incarnations are not the original personality of Godhead, his incarnations or portions of the portions, or portions of the portions of the portions. They don't exhibit everything, all the Aishwaryas, all the opulences. Is it okay, Prabhuji?
Yes, very difficult to understand. Sorry, will learn.
Jai.
And Prabhuji, this 6 opulences, we have to knowledge, strength, fame, beauty, and
Wealth and
you have to a little bit different. Knowledge, strength, fame, beauty, and
wealth.
now these 6 opulences.
Yeah, that's and wealth also and renunciation. Wealth, rich,
Wealth.
and
Wealth
renunciation.
and
Renunciation.
Okay.
Vairagya. Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Anything else?
And this one, Prabhuji, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. What is that?
Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasya Shriya Jnana Vairagyayosaiva Shannam Bhaga Idingana. I will send it in the group if you want.
Okay.
I'll send that sloka. Okay, so you'll get the correct words. Okay, then 24. So now we have finished 19th and 20th. Right? Now 24th who? That means 21st who? Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha is also an avatar. Tata kalau sampravritte sammohaya suradvisham buddho namnam janasuta kateshu bhavishyati tata kalau sampravritte sammohaya suradvisham buddho namnam jana suda kikateshu bhavishyati. Mayuri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Tata kalau sampravate sammohaya suradvisham buddho namnanjana sutta kikateshu bhavishyati.
Okay, Jiveshri Mataji translation.
Hare Krishna. Lord Buddha, a powerful incarnation of the personality. Then in the beginning of Kali Yuga, the Lord will appear as Lord Buddha, the son of Anjana, in the province of Gaya, just for the purpose of deluding those who are envious of the faithful theist.
It's a big purpose, very big purpose. Okay. Then, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, the Lord will appear as Lord Buddha. So, when Vyasadeva compiled this Srimad Bhagavatam, Buddha's incarnation had not come. He had not appeared. That's why it says will appear. And we know that in the beginning of Kali Yuga, we have studied, we know of this incarnation, Buddha, isn't it? The son of Anjana. Where he appeared? The province of Gaya. For what reason? For the purpose of deluding those who are envious of the faithful theist. To delude the people who are believing theism, who are believing in God, to delude them. So there is a purpose. So Lord Buddha's appearance, also there is a purpose. So when Vyasadeva compiled the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Buddha's incarnation had not appeared. That's why he said, Lord will appear. And we know that he appeared also. We have historical records. There is there are so many devotees following Lord Buddha. The Lord Buddha, a powerful incarnation of the personality of Godhead, appeared in the province of Gaya, Bihar, as the son of Anjana. And he preached his own conception of non-violence and deprecated even the animal sacrifice sanctioned in the Vedas. So what was his what do you call philosophy? Non-violence. And he discouraged or he prohibited the animal sacrifices sanctioned in the Vedas. It is not suitable for this age of Kali, the animal sacrifices. It was okay for the other earlier ages, but in the age of Kali, it's not recommended. So he stopped animal sacrifices. Killing the helpless animals, he stopped. At the time when Lord Buddha appeared, the people in general were atheistic and preferred animal flesh to anything else. They were all killing animals in the name of sacrifice just to fulfill the taste bud for sense gratification. So he stopped that. On the plea of Vedic sacrifice, every place was practically turned into a slaughterhouse. And animal killing was indulged in unrestrictedly. So in the name of sacrifice, now the provision given in the Vedas, the sacrifice, they were misusing that for their own sense gratification. And they were doing this, and they were, creating slaughterhouses unrestrictedly, just for the taste, to fulfill the taste. Lord Buddha preached non-violence, ahimsa, taking pity on the poor animals. He preached that he did not believe the tenets of the Vedas and stressed the adverse psychological effects incurred by animal killing. And he spoke against the Vedas. Right? It's not that Vedas are wrong, but these people were misutilizing or misusing the Vedas, the Vedic injunctions, the provision given in the Vedas. He knew it very well. That's why the best way for them to follow you, Buddha, is good. So if he rejects Vedas, and whatever Buddha says, they will listen. So he rejected Vedas. Lord himself rejected Vedas, although it is his own breathing. Vedas comes from his breathing. So just to improve the atheistic mentality of the people at that time, he had to reject the Vedas, the instruction of the Vedas. That's what he's introduced. Ahimsa, stop animal killings. They're all helpless, poor animals. They're all having consciousness like us. They are having pain and pleasure. Don't give them pain. So please stop that. He preached that he did not believe the tenets of the Vedas. Only then people will follow him. He cannot keep both. Okay, you follow me, ahimsa, but then in the Vedas there is, sacrifice is given. So how it is possible? So that's why he rejected the Vedas and told his followers, just follow me, whatever I'm telling, that is good for you. So don't follow the Vedas. And stress the adverse psychological. What will happen if you open slaughterhouses and kill unrestrictedly the poor animals? What will happen? What will be the consequences? What will be the repercussions? So he taught the people the psychological effects incurred by killing animals. Less intelligent men of the age of Kali, who had no faith in God, followed his principles. Less intelligent man in the age of Kali, who had no faith in God, followed his principle. And for the time being, they were trained in moral discipline and non-violence. So people that time mostly, not having any faith in God. So because he was a saintly personality, he was, or he is the Supreme Personality of God's avatara, he could convince the people and he made them follow him, told them, reject the Vedas, just follow my instructions. So they were trained in moral discipline and non-violence. That was the preliminary steps for proceeding further on the path of God realization. It was the foundation, it is the basic. At least one has to be a human being before we become a devotee. If you are not a human being, how can we become a devotee? So the preliminary requirements is that one should become a civilized person. Human being, then civilized person, then try to practice devotional service to become a devotee. So he deluded the atheists, because such atheists who followed his principles did not believe in God, but they kept their absolute faith in Lord Buddha, who himself was an incarnation. They did not believe God, but they had absolute faith in Lord Buddha's words, because he himself is the incarnation of God. Thus, the faithless people were made to believe in God in the form of Lord Buddha. So it was indirectly making them to believe in Supreme Lord, because Lord Buddha is the incarnation of that Supreme Personality. Got it? That was the mercy of Lord Buddha. He made the faithless faithful to him. He made the faithless faithful to him. That was the need of an hour. That was need of the hour. Because people were faithless. They were not believing in God. They were atheistic. So Lord Buddha tricked them to follow him. Killing of animals before the advent of Lord Buddha was the most prominent feature of the society. So Lord Buddha's incarnation is to stop the unnecessary, unrestricted animal killing in the name of sacrifice. People claim that these were Vedic sacrifices. When the Vedas are not accepted through the authoritative discipline succession, the casual readers of the Vedas are misled by the flowery language of that system of knowledge. Why Prabhupada mentioned here it's a flowery words? The Vedas, the flowery language of that system. Because everything is there in the Vedas. About fruitive activities, karma kanda, jnana kanda, dhyana kanda, bhakti, everything is there. So all flowery words. How you can make a comfortable living in this material world by doing all these sacrifices, this and that. That's why Prabhupada is a flowery language of system of knowledge. In the Bhagavad Gita, a comment has been made on such foolish scholars. Avipaschita. The foolish scholars of Vedic literature who do not care to receive the transcendental message through the transcendental realized source of discipline sustained are sure to be bewildered. So one has to follow the parampara system, the discipline succession. Otherwise, it's not possible to transcend the material realm. To them, the ritualistic ceremonies are considered to be all in all. The ritualistic ceremonies given in the Vedas is the ultimate for them. They have no depth of knowledge. According to the Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Vedescha sarver aham eva vedya. To know all the Vedas means to know me. Krishna says to Arjuna, you know all the Vedas, but you don't know who Krishna is or who the Supreme Lord is, then you don't have any knowledge of Vedas. The whole system of the Vedas is to lead and gradually to the path of Supreme Lord. The whole theme of Vedic literature is to know Supreme Lord, the individual soul, the cosmic situation, and the relation between all these items. When the relation is known, the relative function begins, and as a result of such a function, the ultimate goal of life or going back to the Godhead takes place in the easiest manner. So the main reason, the Vedas, why what it propagates is who the soul is, who the super soul is, what's the relationship between both of them, and how we can re-establish the relationship. All these things are given in the Vedas. And by studying this, how we can go back to Godhead in a very easy manner. Unfortunately, unauthorized scholars of the Vedas become captivated the purificatory ceremonies only, and natural progress is thereby checked. So they are stuck there in the purificatory process. They don't advance further. To such bewildered persons of atheistic propensity, Lord Buddha is the emblem of theism. He therefore, first of all, wanted to check the habit of animal killing. The animal killers are dangerous elements on the path going back to Godhead. Because if you are cruel, if you are showing cruelty to the helpless animals, how can we liberate ourselves from this material existence? We'll have to undergo the cycle of vicious cycle of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, because we are doing sinful activities. There are two types of animal killers. The soul is also sometimes called the animal or the living being. Therefore, both the slaughterer of animals and those who have lost their identity as soul are animal killers. Not only one who slaughtered the animal is animal killer, but who have lost their identity as soul. Because I don't consider the soul within, I just consider this body as myself. So I am also a soul killer. That's what Prabhupada says here. Maharaja Parikshit said that only the animal killer cannot relish the transcendental message of the Supreme Lord. Parikshit Maharaj is giving a statement here that only the animal killer cannot relish the transcendental message of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, if people are to be educated to the path of Godhead, they must be taught first and foremost to stop the process of animal killing, as above mentioned. So, if we have to delivered from this material existence, then we should be what? We should be God-loving, and we should be loving all the creatures of Supreme Lord, whether they are animals or birds or aquatics. We are not supposed to kill them. They're all children of the Supreme Lord. How we are children of the Supreme Lord. We have no right to take their lives. Then people may argue, then what we will eat? So many things in abundance. Vegetarian. Vegetables are there. It's not necessary to kill the animals who are having higher consciousness than the trees and plants, which are our food for survival. Trees and plants that we can consume because they have lesser developed consciousness, or you can say covered consciousness, no consciousness at all. But they have life. But animals, they have more consciousness compared to that of the trees and plants, the immovable, chara achara. So we cannot take the lives of the animals who has higher consciousness than trees and plants, and they have feelings, they have pain and pleasure like that of ours. So that's the reason Lord Buddha propagated ahimsa, not to kill the helpless, innocent animals unrestrictedly in the name of sacrifice. So it is nonsensical to say that animal killing has nothing to do with spiritual realization. By this dangerous theory, many so-called sannyasis have sprung up by the grace of Kali Yuga who preach animal killing under the garb of Vedas. In the Kali Yuga, you will find so many such pseudo gurus or sannyasis, who propagate the animal killing under the garb of the Vedas. The subject matter has already been discussed in the conversation between Lord Chaitanya and Maulana Chand Kazi Sahib. So there was a debate, there was a discussion between Lord Chaitanya and Chand Kazi about the animal killing. Then Chaitanya makes him understand that it is sinful and you are not supposed. Even the Holy Quran and even our Vedas very clearly says or points out that animal killing is not the right answer, it's not the right way. We are not supposed to. There are some concession given to those in the mode of ignorance, those who cannot stop. Some concession is given. And again, that concession, we should not take it as a standard. And it is only a concession so that slowly and gradually we can improve, we can stop. It's not a blank check. You do whatever you want. No. So this is also discussed between Lord Chaitanya and Maulana Chand Kazi. The animal sacrifice, as stated in the Vedas, is different from the unrestricted animal killing in the slaughterhouse. It is not the same. No, whatever nowadays the people are doing, killing the animals in the slaughterhouse, is not the same as sacrifice. It's a lot of difference. Because the Asuras or the so-called scholars of Vedic literatures put forward the evidence of animal killing in the Vedas, Lord Buddha superficially denied the authority of the Vedas. This rejection of the Vedas by Lord Buddha was adopted in order to save people from the vice of animal killing, as well as to save the poor animals from the slaughtering process of their big brothers who clamor for universal brotherhood, peace, justice, and equity. So Lord Buddha, just to save the people from the sinful reactions of animal killing and also save the poor animals, he introduced this ahimsa. There is no justice when there is animal killing. Lord Buddha wanted to stop it completely, and therefore his cult of ahimsa was propagated not only in India but also outside. And this philosophy did not confine to India only. It went outside. It went to Far East countries. Okay, Thailand and Singapore and such, Hong Kong, China, Sri Lanka, all such countries is spread. Technically, Lord Buddha's philosophy is called atheistic because there is no acceptance of Supreme Lord, because that system of philosophy denied the authority of the Vedas. Technically, it's an atheistic philosophy because Lord Buddha did not stress the importance of accepting the Supreme Lord. That's why technically it is an atheistic philosophy. But that is an act of camouflage by the Lord. And it was a camouflage because he wanted to hide that, just to bring them into the fold. Lord Buddha is the incarnation of Godhead. As such, he is the original propounder of Vedic knowledge. He therefore cannot reject Vedic philosophy, but he rejected it outwardly because the Suradvisha, or the demons who are always envious of the devotees of Lord, tried to support cow killing or animal killing from the pages of the Vedas. And this is now being done by the modernized sannyasis. Even in this age of Kali, there are so many so-called pseudo-sannyasis encouraging this killing of animals for their enjoyment. Lord Buddha had to reject the authority of the Vedas altogether. Because of that only, he had to reject the Vedas. This is simply technical, and had it not been so, he would not have been so accepted as the incarnation of Godhead. Nor would he have been worshipped in the transcendental songs of poet Jayadeva, who is Vaishnava Acharya. So in the Dashavadara Stotra of Jayadeva Goswami, Lord Buddha's incarnation is given. So if he is not an incarnation, this saint Jayadeva Goswami would not have mentioned his name as the 21st Avatara. Lord Buddha preached the preliminary principles of the Vedas in a manner suitable for the time, and so also did Shankaracharya. So he, according to the suitable time befitting for that particular time place, he propagated. And so Shankaracharya also did the same thing, whatever suitable for that particular time, to establish the authority of the Vedas. Therefore, both Lord Buddha and Acharya Shankara paved the path of theism, and Vaishnava Acharya, specifically Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, led the people on the path towards realization, going back to Godhead. Further, after Shankaracharya's appearance, Ramanacharya, Madhavacharya, then Lord Chaitanya, so they gave a clear picture of our Vedas. We are glad that people are taking interest in the non-violent movement of Lord Buddha. But will they take the matter very seriously and close the animal slaughterhouses altogether? Prabhupada is asking. If not, there is no meaning of Ahimsa cult. Srimad Bhagavatam was composed just prior to the beginning of the age of Kali, about 5,000 years ago, and Lord Buddha appeared about 2,600 years ago. So incarnation of Lord Buddha is about 2,600 years before. And Bhagavatam was compiled just 5,000 years ago. Therefore, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Buddha is foretold, will appear. Such is the authority of this clear scripture. There are many such prophecies and they are being fulfilled one after another. They will indicate the positive standing of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is without any trace of mistake, illusion, cheating, and imperfection, which are the four flaws of all conditioned souls. The liberated souls are above these flaws. Therefore, they can see and foretell things which are to take place in distant future days. So, not only whatever has happened is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever was happening at that time, and whatever is going to happen in future, past, present, and future, everything is given by Srila Vyasadeva in Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. So, text 25. Next. So, 23, 24. 22, 23, 24, right? 3 slokas.
Yes.
Okay, Vancha Kalpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyavacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Ananta Kodi Vaishnavati ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Taigo Premanande Hari.